Hey, what's up guys? This is Mike Chang here at Six Pack Shortcuts. I'm with my buddy Daniel Rose, and today we're going to be talking to you guys about the 5 myths of getting six-pack abs.
This is the continuation of our other video, which got a great response. So in this one, we're going to go more in depth and tell you what the myths are and exactly how to get a six-pack. So kick us off, Mike. What is the first myth about getting six-pack abs?
First myth is all fat is bad for you, and consuming fat will get you fat. And just keep in mind, there is a little bit of truth behind every myth, and we're going to kind of bust them now. So when it comes to fat, me and Dan, we actually eat a pretty good amount of fat, but keep in mind though, the fat that we're eating is not fat that usually people consume. Good fats are things like coconut oil, any type of nuts, like we like almonds, pecans, walnuts, things like that. Also, olive oil is good, and that's very, very important because a lot of people try to cut all the fat out of their diets, and your body actually needs the fat. Just as long as you're eating fats like those, your body is not going to actually get fat. It's when you're consuming, chips and pizza and burgers and all that stuff. That's when the weight actually gets added on.
And I have noticed too, a lot of people who try to eliminate fat totally because their body craves those calories so much, they end up eating a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
And a lot of refined carbohydrates.
Breads. Yeah.
Exactly. And think they're eating healthy. They're eating low fat, but if you replace fat with carbohydrates, it's not a good idea. Okay, Mike. So what's the second myth about getting six-pack abs?
Second myth is diet is king and the key to everything. Diet. Don't worry about anything. Just get on a good diet. You'll be fine.
This is usually sold by diet gurus, right?
Yeah, by diet. Diet is important. People don't realize that dieting actually lowers your metabolism. And when your metabolism is lower, that means your body doesn't want to burn any more calories because it doesn't need to. It slows your metabolism down, and so maybe on a normal pace when you're not dieting, you're burning, let's say, 2,000 calories, and then when you start dieting, before you know it, your body drops all the way down to only burning maybe 1,200 calories. So it's kind of balancing out. As you eat less, you burn less. So even though dieting is important and you have to eat clean in order to get six-pack abs, you have to keep your metabolism high. And that's where the working out comes in. That's where doing specific exercises to increase the amount of muscle, to keep the burning high in your body. That's when that's important. So people who just diet, they'll just end up, basically losing a little bit of fat, and afterwards a plateau right away. So as they go ahead and start eating regular again, they end up gaining the weight back rapidly till, a couple weeks later, they're right back where they started. So you got to go ahead and do both. Make sure you incorporate the exercise in it too. Diet alone is definitely not enough.
So true, and I know so many people like that too, where they're dieting and their calories are insanely low. That I know people who eat 1,200 calories a day and they're still, pretty over fat.
Exactly.
so really keep that in mind. It's one of the most important things I learned from Mike. You got to have the exercise too.
Definitely, and this goes to the next myth now, which is cardio is all you need to get ripped. And cardio, honestly, me and Dan, we don't do much cardio at all. You'll never catch me on a treadmill. You can never catch me on an elliptical. I've never seen Dan on a treadmill besides this one time that we made a video. I don't know if y'all guys seen it, the one where it was Dan versus pizza, who can burn the most calories. And anyways, but that was the only time he's ever been on a treadmill. And cardio is one of those things that, it's good to do, but, when people say you have to do a lot of cardio to get lean, they never specify exactly how much. It's like, if you do 10 or 15 minutes cardio, are you going to get lean? No. If you do about 20 or 30 minutes, no. If you do about an hour to maybe about 2 hours every single day, that would help. But here's the thing. If you had 2 hours to work out every single day, you'd probably be in pretty good shape consistently 7 days a week. Why? Because the moment that you take a day off from cardio, your burning stops. Why? Because cardio doesn't increase your metabolism. It only goes ahead and burn the calories when you're on it. So the moment you stop cardioing, you don't burn any more calories. But then with me and Dan, we don't worry about cardioing because we worry about keeping our metabolism high. So we don't cardio at all, and our bodies are always burning more calories.
And I think that's one of the biggest things that surprise people about us because people assume that, we're always dieting and restricting our food, but it's the total opposite. We eat more food than 3 normal people combined every single day. Yeah. And the reason why is because, we do all the stuff to increase the metabolism.
Exactly. I mean, just the other night we were partying, we had pizza and everything like that. I mean, it doesn't matter. The next day it's gone. Our bodies burnt it all off throughout the night, because our metabolism is high enough and we keep it high that way.
Exactly, yeah. Much easier way to do it and, much better.
Yeah, and at the same time you enjoy life a little more.
Exactly. What's the fourth myth?
Fourth myth is supplements. Now this is where the supplement company is gonna get pissed if they if they watch this video. But supplements are overrated. I mean, man, I used to spend so much money on supplements, and so I'm not telling you this because I have something against supplements. Hey, I tried them all, okay, and trust me, now I don't take any supplements, and Dan doesn't either. I mean, I don't even take vitamins because I gain enough vitamins from the regular foods. But supplements are so overrated because they only help you about 10% of the way. And most guys aren't even doing what it takes to go ahead and get into great shape. They're not lifting right. They're not, eating right. But if you go ahead and take care of the lifting and the eating, you don't have to worry about supplements. You can actually save your money on, instead of spending on supplements, go ahead and buy other things like food. You can go ahead and spend it on maybe like a nice gym membership instead of trying to waste, hundreds of dollars every single month.
Yeah, and I've seen so many guys like that where, the first thing where they like ask you about working out, like, oh man, what are you taking?
All the time.
Yeah, and they think that there's some pill that they can take and, get abs, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah, and
there's just nothing like that.
That actually, supplements also include protein powder.
Yeah,
because that's one of the number one questions I get is, hey, you're in great shape, what type of protein do you take? It's like, I don't take any protein. What do you mean you don't take any protein? So you don't take proteins? Isn't protein? I'm like, yes, I know protein's good for you, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's like protein, protein is protein. Doesn't matter if you get it from a piece of chicken or from powder. The only difference is, one is natural, that, man been eating like forever. And the other one is pharmaceutical. They had to go and blend all this up. And our body doesn't accept processed foods the same way as whole foods. Always stick with whole foods. Something that's very important about supplements, because don't get me wrong, even I told you supplements make that 10% difference, and so you will feel it. You take some type of fat burner, you're gonna get all jittery, you want to go work out, right? You take some creatine, you're gonna be like, hey, I feel a little pumped. But here's the thing about supplements: when you're taking supplements, you get that placebo effect that it's helping you so much, when really it's only helping you about 10%. So the moment that you don't take the supplement, you're going to feel like your workouts aren't as good as they are, and you're going to feel like, hey, I can't work out as hard today. Maybe I should wait till I, get my supplement again, or if you run out, or if you don't have it on you, something like that. So what happens is you end up hurting yourself a lot more because majority of the results come from your lifting and eating. And only that small part comes from supplements. But people who are taking supplements are so dependent on it, they are confused and they think supplement is everything. So it's going to screw you in the long run. So with people like us, I mean, we don't take anything, so we can work out anytime we want without having to have all of our pills ready. Like,
Yes.
People bring a little bag and stuff. I got this and this and this and this. Oh, no. Give me 30 minutes for this to kick in. Oh, give me a break. So, that's what I want to say on supplements, okay? They do help, but, in the long run, trust me, you're going to be much better off eating and lifting.
Definitely, yeah. That's where to spend your money, on the training, on the gym, on the stuff that actually matters.
Yeah.
So what's the last myth?
Last myth is worse. I mean, this one is like complete garbage. At least supplements will help you like a little, right? Ab gizmos, ab gadgets, all the stuff you see on TV nowadays, and they're coming out with some pretty creative stuff, and some fitness models to go ahead and model it, right? Hey, this is how I got, blah, blah, blah. Oh, give me a break. I saw them in the magazine, they were like, yeah, okay. So ab gadgets and stuff like that, it's complete crap. It's not going to help you. I mean, if you want to work on abs, there's so many different exercises to do. Not using, electronic pulses or some type of weird little shape, so it takes all the work out of it.
Shake weight.
Oh, that's going to be on the top of the list of BS stuff. Yeah, that's shake weight. But yeah, ab gadgets, they're trying to like make it so easy for you, but people forget working out. What's working out? That's actually making sure your body does work, not, go ahead and make it so easy that your body's just doing things effortlessly. I mean, come on. If you're gonna get in shape, you have to do the work. I mean, there's ways to be smart about it, but at the end of the day, you still got to do the work. And those ab gadgets and stuff like that, all it does is tries to isolate like a little bit part of your abs or something like that, make it so it's so easy, and at the end, your body doesn't do any work and doesn't even help. And at the same time, a lot of those things are pretty expensive too, so it's a complete waste of money. Don't fall for those, don't care that it's like money back guarantee. Just save your time and not even get it.
So basically you're saying like anything you would buy in an infomercial or like any complex machinery at the gym probably isn't going to get your abs?
Yeah, just don't even worry about those. It's a complete waste of money. complete waste of money. If you want to build abs the right way, it's really simple. Eat right, lift right. As far as doing ab exercises, there are so many different ab exercises for you to do that it's going to not only build your abs, but also build your core, your lower back, your obliques, everything.
Okay, guys, so if you get a chance, check out our website, sixpackshortcuts.com. Basically, the reason why this program was created is that, I learned from Mike. His training got me some really great results myself, and I thought that this is something which everybody has to have access to. So if you want to learn from Mike, if you want to learn how to, get a ripped body and six-pack abs and get in the shape you always want to be in, check it out, sixpackshortcuts.com.